If you still are a Bitcoin bull, make sure you watch until the very end of this video. This is me in editing. I mentioned something very critical for the bulls at the very end of this video. Make sure you see it. If you still believe that Bitcoin will continue higher, then there is still a chance that that can be the case, but that scenario is revealed at the end. So let's cut to CryptoKid in back in history, and he'll run over the video and watch until the end. You know the drill. Unfortunately, we got the weekly candle close. We streamed it live over on this channel. It was a pretty early stream for me. It was about 4 a.m. in the morning, but I thought it would be very important to do this stream. And maybe just in case, we could have seen maybe Bitcoin do something magical and pump above the 54 simple moving average to maintain the bullish structure that we want Bitcoin to maintain. Sadly, though, you flip to the weekly time frame. I have some analysis that I want to share with you regarding the short term. Before we get into the short term TA, you look into the weekly time frame and you look into the 54 simple moving average. You look into the bull and bear market support band, and you can see the picture is not looking too nice. You got that confirmation every single time, apart from COVID, and you guys know this already, so I'm not going to focus on it too much. Every single time we got a weekly confirmation below the 54 simple moving average, apart from COVID, led into a bear market reversal. So we're going to talk about if that is what's going to be happening. What are the probabilities? Are we going to see a rebound to the upside? There's a new trade or trades that I've opened and placed on yesterday's stream, and it's going to be flipping short. As I said, I would flip shorts, and I'm going to take profits from these long positions if Bitcoin can see a rebound to the upside due to the macro being bullish. Before we get into any of those things, though, guys and girls, if you enjoy the content, make sure to destroy the like button and make sure to subscribe. Guys, we hit 60,000 subscribers tonight. My 60,000th subscriber special is going to be dropping. Thank you all so much. You guys are all fantastic. I love each and every one of you. I think next year will be the year where we hit 100K subscribers, and I'm very excited for it. So stay tuned for tonight's video where we go ahead and do the subscriber special. So going into the weekly time frame, you've also lost the EMA ribbons. EMA ribbons is the same story. Whenever you lose them, it's not really a good thing. The last time you lost it was March of 2022. This is where you also lost the 54 simple moving average. You eventually saw a retest and then you dropped back. And the retest is what I want to focus on because I think we're going to see a retest. I think there is a good probability that we end up seeing a retest to that 54 simple moving average, to those EMA ribbons. I'm not going to long that move. I was debating last night whether if I should long Bitcoin to capture the bullish divergence we have on the 4-hourly time frame. I was debating if I should do that, but I don't want to take the risk. I know there is a bullish divergence. Right over here on the 4-hourly time frame, as you can see, bullish divergence. Bullish divergence. I don't want to take the risk of longing. That was the final decision I made. You can do so. If you wish to long Bitcoin, that's absolutely your choice. You can go to the first link in the description down below. When you sign up, bind your phone number and email address to your account. You get a coupon between $10 to $100. So if you want to do that, first link in the description down below, 2 weeks. I'm not going to long, but I am going to short. And the reason I don't want to long is also because there's so much resistance piled up ahead of us. You have, if you look at the volume, if it loads up, and I think if we remove the EMA ribbons, then we have the anchored VWAP. You can see that in terms of volume analysis, there's quite a bit of resistance piling up at around the 98 level. And then you also have the EMA ribbons. The EMA ribbons are also providing a bunch of resistance starting from 94, 95, 96, actually 96K to be more accurate. There's quite a bit of resistance ahead of us. So I don't want to take that risk of entering into a long position, even though I think there is a good chance we see a move upwards. And another reason why I think in the short term we can see a move upwards is not only the fear and greed index has hit 10, which is one of the lowest we've ever seen. And the last time we've hit 10 or levels close to it, Bitcoin did see a bounce. This was about June of 2022. We also have a death cross, all right? So Bitcoin has triggered a death cross. The death cross marks lows in the current parabola. Whenever you did have a death cross, you did mark lows on Bitcoin. The only time where you don't mark a low when a death cross takes place is when you're flipping from bull to bear markets. But even though you get the death cross, you always, I mean, if it is a transition from bull to bear market, Bitcoin always does end up seeing a rebound and at least a retest into those moving averages. So here you saw the rebound retest. Obviously, this one marked a low because you were still in bull market territory. But if we go back in price action, this was death cross. This was during COVID. Price still rebounded and came to the point of crossover. It just happens, right? So I'm here as well. So I'm more optimistic of a rebound. I don't want to go into a risky short-term long position, but because I think we're going to see a rebound, I have short positions in place to short Bitcoin from that level. Even though I think we're going to see that rebound, I think the intermediate term for Bitcoin is bearish, and we're going to be looking at low 70s in my personal opinion. And will the rebound come all the way up to 110, 109? Actually, it is possible that we come to, I would say, the 107 territories, given these moving averages will obviously extend as time passes on. Perhaps to 107, perhaps to 106 is possible for a rebound. Currently, my short positions on weeks are set at 99, 101, and 102. But on the live stream, I said that if we do see signs that we're going over the sort of prior support now resistance of that 101 areas, and we're making it back in, then I will change my short setups to enter into a higher spot. So this can change, and that's why it's very important that you're subscribed, because you don't want to miss out on videos. Markets change on a daily basis, and I'm here to give you the updates as fast as possible when they're important. And I want to give you one final word and then end off this video. The final word that I want to state is that if we want to get rid of all of this bearishness, if we wanted to get rid of all of this bearishness, I know we have one pretty significant candle closure below the 54, but if we wanted to still remove all of this bearishness, then Bitcoin would have to this week reverse all of the losses produced last week and reverse fully above the 54 simple moving average. And after doing so, if we see the next candles trading towards the upside, then the bearish case is going to be eliminated. And this is a very important thing that I want to state, okay? If this week Bitcoin is able to eliminate all of the losses that were generated last week, then we can see a move towards the upside and continue maybe into new all-time highs. And if we do continue to new all-time highs, I don't think it's going to be a significantly higher all-time high, maybe a little bit greater than what we saw in September. But that's the important, or October. That's the important final point that I want to end off with. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to check out trading bots on Pinex, we have a wonderful deposit bonus. Second link in the description. Make sure to check it out. With that said, I'll see you all on the next update video. Take care, and as always, bye-bye.